Good morning, dear students. Myself, Mrs. Bhamare, ma'am, from S.A.M Junior College, Nandurbar. Students, in our last video, we have learned the poem Money. We finished the poem, we understood the meaning of the poem, and in this video, we are going to learn about the figures of speech which poet has used in his poem. So, let's turn to the first stanza. First of all, open your textbook, students, and open the page number 122. And let's turn to the first stanza of the poem. When I had money, oh. See the first line of the first stanza. The figure of speech is repetition. Here, money, this word is repeated. So, the figure of speech is repetition. One more figure of speech is there, that is apostrophe. Wherever you will find an exclamation mark, there is an exclamation mark after O. So, there is a figure of speech apostrophe. So, how will you write the explanation? The feelings are represented by an exclamation here. Okay. So, there is an apostrophe. See the third and fourth line. For many a false man as a friend came knocking all day at my door. There is a figure of speech hyperbole. Why? How is it possible that friends came knocking at your door for all day continuously? No, it is not possible. So, the figure of speech is hyperbole because this statement is an exaggerated statement. Okay. So, how will you write the explanation of this figure of speech? This is an exaggerated statement. Now, let's turn to the next stanza. First line. Then felt I like a child that holds. See the first line. Then felt I like a child. Figure of speech is inversion, where the word order has been changed for poetic effect. See the first line. Then felt I like a child. Here, felt I. It is wrong. Then I felt like a child. This word order should be there. That is grammatically correct sentence. So, how will you write the explanation? That word order has been changed. The correct word order is then I felt like a child. Next, one more figure of speech is there in the same line, that is simile. See here, I felt like a child. Like word is there, where poet has compared the feelings of narrator with the feelings of child that holds trumpet in his hand. See, how will you write the explanation? Feelings of the poet are directly compared with the feelings of child. Direct comparison is there. That's why simile is there. See the fourth line of the same stanza. Not speak to let this false world know. Here, figure of speech is metonymy. Why? False world. See these words. False world. World know. Not speak to let this false world know. Here, world represents the people. World means what? People. That's why figure of speech is metonymy, because world and people, these are closely associated words. So, figure of speech is metonymy. Now, next stanza, third stanza, first line. Much have I thought of life and seen. See, much have I thought of life. In this line, have I, instead of that, What should be there? I have. Much I have thought of life. This word order will be correct one. This will be grammatically correct sentence. So, the figure of speech is inversion, where poet has changed the word order for poetic effect. The correct word order is much I have thought of life. Now, the third line of the same stanza. And how their wives do hum like bees. See, here, simile is there. How their wives do hum like bees. There is a comparison of wives with bees, humming bees. So, simile is there, direct comparison is there between wives and bees. One more figure of speech is there in the same line, that is onomatopoeia. Why? There is a word hum which represents sound. Humming is a sound. Okay. So, one more figure of speech is there, that is onomatopoeia. And how will you write the explanation? In this line, sound is represented through the word hum. Next, one more figure of speech in next line, about their work from morn till night. Third stanza, fourth line. Here, antithesis is there in fourth line. Morn till night, morning and night. These two opposite words are used in the same line. So, in fourth line, there is an antithesis. Now, let's turn to the fourth stanza. So, when I hear these poor ones laugh and see the rich ones coldly frown. See here, in these two lines, you will find antithesis. And there are two pairs of opposite words. First one is first and second line of the fourth stanza. First pair in these lines is poor and rich. These two opposite words are used. So, figure of speech is antithesis. One more pair is there of opposite words is laugh and frown. These two are opposite words. So, antithesis is there. Now, let's turn to the third line. Poor men think I need not go up. There is a figure of speech inversion. Why? Of course, poet has changed the word order for poetic effect. And what is the correct order? What is the correct word order? I think poor men need not go up. This is the correct word order. So, how will you write the explanation here? Poet has changed the word order for poetic effect, and the correct word order is I think poor men need not go up. Okay. Now, third and fourth line. Poor men think I need not go up so much as rich men should come down. Here, though poor and rich, these two words are there. These two are also opposite words. And up and down, these two are also opposite words. So, figure of speech is antithesis. Poet has used the opposite words in the same line, that is up and down and poor and rich. These two pairs are there. Now, let's turn to the fifth stanza and first line. When I had money, money, oh. Two figures of speech are there, that are repetition and apostrophe. Of course, the same figure of speech is there which we have learned in the first line of first stanza. That is apostrophe and repetition. Okay, poet has used an exclamation mark after the first line of this stanza, and here poet, the feelings of the poet represented by an exclamation mark, and money, this word is repeated. So repetition and apostrophe, these two figures of speech are there in the first line of fourth stanza. Now see the third line of the fourth stanza. But now I have no money. Oh, see, apostrophe is there. Here also poet has used an exclamation mark where the feeling is represented by an exclamation here. So, in this way, we have learned different figure of speech in this poem. Poet has used so many figures of speech like repetition, simile, apostrophe, antithesis, metonymy, inversion, hyperbole. These different figure of speech poet has used for poetic effect. So friends, we have finished the poem Money. We have learned the figure of speech of the poem. Now, we will meet in the next video with new lesson. Now your prose poetry section has been finished. This was the last poem which we have learned, Money. And in next video we will start the prose section. So we will meet in the next video with new prose. Stay home, stay safe.